Hello guys and welcome to another video. I am doing a Q&A today, a sit down Q&A, my first Q&A on YouTube. And yeah, I've been having a few questions from some of you on Instagram to do one on YouTube, like a long sit down talking Q&A. So we're here, doing it. We're talking all things food, exercise, routines, modelling, skin journey, some personal questions maybe as well. I screenshotted all of the questions from the question box the other day, and yeah, I'm just gonna answer the ones that I think are most relevant, and also probably the ones that are the most popular as well, because I had like a quick look through some of them and there was a lot of similar questions on there. So yes, I'll be answering all of those, and I hope everyone's good. I'm in a great mood today. The sun is still shining here. Absolutely loving this weather. Like, it's just perfect. Like, when it goes, it's gonna be sad because it's just been so consistent. But anyway, let's not be negative. Let's just enjoy it for now while it's still here and get into it. Okay, let's have a look at these questions. Oh, this is a nice one. We'll start with this one. How are you? I love your recipes and I love your vibe. Thank you. I'm good. I'm really good, actually. I finally feel settled in the new space. I'm in a bit of a routine again. Like, it's been about 5 weeks now since we moved in, and I feel like it does take a long time, and I think it still will take some time as well to be like completely settled. Like, we still haven't done the spare room and there's still things to do and stuff, but I really do feel like it's my home now. It doesn't feel strange being here anymore. I did feel quite comfortable quite early on with it here. I think it's just because like made it our own really quickly, and I spend a lot of time here. Like, I work from home a lot, and apart from going to events and meetings and stuff, like I am here a lot and I'm cooking every day and working here. So yeah, I've spent a lot of time and I'm feeling settled and I feel good. Me and Ben have actually just booked a holiday to our favourite place in Greece, so I'm really excited about that because I didn't really have any holidays booked because everything's just been a bit, chaotic with the move and stuff. So feeling excited about that. We're going in like 6 weeks. We went there last year, loved it. If anyone's looking for a good place to go in Greece, Kos is an underrated island, so I'd have a look. But yeah, I'm feeling good, thank you, and yeah, that's it really. To be completely transparent, like the last few months have been a bit hard and stressful, and I've been like, I don't know, kind of not really feeling myself. I think that's fair to say for sure, because there's been a lot going on with work and everything, but I do finally feel like this week, which is weird because I'm due on my period tomorrow and I usually just feel definitely not okay just before my period, but I'm feeling good this week. I don't know, I'm feeling like optimistic, so thank you for asking. I'm good, thanks. Next question. I got quite a few of these. How old are you? I'm 25. I am 25 and a half actually. My birthday's in September, so I'll be 26 in September. I get that I look a lot younger than that a lot. Like, lots of people, I get ID'd all the time. Like, you'll never catch me going into supermarkets and buying a bottle of wine and not getting ID'd. Like, every time. Like, when I don't get ID'd, I'm like, gosh, better put some retinol on maybe. But yeah, no, I am 25. Short and sweet, that one, but I did get quite a lot of the how old are you, so yeah. Okay, reasons you went vegan. I got a lot of these as well, so quite a few reasons, to be honest. I've never been a big meat eater. Like, I've never eaten beef in my life, or lamb, or and I've never been a big meat eater in my life. Growing up, I had a bit of chicken, I think a bit of pork, but it's never been something that, and fish obviously, but it's never been something that has been like big in my family. My dad does eat meat, but my mum's not a big meat eater. My sister's not either. We just didn't grow up on it really, so that was never really a big issue for me. But when I was about 18, I went pescatarian. It was a New Year's resolution, and like I just kind of was just like, I don't really want to eat as many animals anymore. I'm a big animal lover. something just doesn't sit right with me for it, and like the longer I've been vegan, the more I'm realising how much I don't agree with it. I'm not trying to push it on anyone else, but it's definitely a big reason for me. But then I went vegetarian, so I was just not eating any meat at all, but I was struggling with my skin. And so then I made the decision, I think like 3.5 years ago now, to just cut out dairy and eggs, and I went completely vegan. And yeah, that's kind of how it all happened. So it's definitely animal welfare and health reasons as well, because I know how important fibre is, and eating a whole food, like focusing on whole food, is very important. And you can still do that, obviously, not being vegan, and it's just a personal preference for me. Like, I don't see myself eating meat again. I could potentially see myself eating fish again, maybe at some point. I've said this before on a podcast that I can see myself potentially eating fish and maybe eggs again, because I see people, you know, having babies that have been vegan for years, and then they just start to feel like their body needs different things. And like, I'm a big believer in listen to your body and what your body is asking you, because I do that a lot with my eating and my movement and stuff. Like, listen to your body, because at the end of the day, you go through changes, your body's changing all the time. And I'm never going to say that I won't ever eat I'll never eat chicken, I'll never eat pork, beef, I'll never eat like land animals again. I know that for sure, but maybe I'll eat dairy again, maybe I'll eat fish again, I don't know. But those are the reasons I went vegan: environmental, animal welfare, and skin health. So yeah. Okay, next one. Oh my god, this was the most asked question, and I do get asked this all the time: what is your workout schedule? Or like, that's the actual question, but so many people are asking about workouts, movement, what I do, because I don't actually post a lot about my workout routine and stuff on Instagram, because it's mostly food based and like recipe based and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I don't have a massive workout schedule as such. Like, I'm not a big exerciser. That sounds really bad, because like, I'm very into health, but I really take my exercise in a way, I just listen to my body. Like, I love walks. I go on walks every day without fail. Every single day I go on a long walk, because getting my steps in for me is something that I really enjoy. I put on a good podcast. Sometimes I just go in nature and listen to the silence, like need a bit of a break. Sometimes I listen to music. Getting my steps in for me really works with maintaining my weight, and also just like, my body reacts to exercise, like the stress of exercise, kind of badly. Like, for me, I was running at one point, I think like 1.5 years ago, and my body just didn't like it. My hormones didn't like it. But I do Pilates. I try and do Pilates at home. I'll do Pilates events when they come up, Pilates classes, yoga. I'm a big yoga girl, stretching. But I don't really have a workout routine, and that's why, or a schedule, I don't post it on Instagram, because I don't have one. Like, I listen to my body. If I'm like, right, yeah, I feel like I could do some more movement today, and I also do it in tune with my cycle. So right now I'm about to come on my period, so I'm not doing like any strenuous exercise. I'm not even doing Pilates. I might do a stretch, but I'm not even doing yoga. I'll do my walks, of course, because walking is so good for us, and it puts enough stress on our body but not too much. So it works for me, and obviously everyone's different, but for me, before my period, no exercise. Then when I actually come on my period, we're actually more, what's the word, capable? I don't know, but we're really prone to injury. And I don't know if anyone knows this, I don't know if I've said anything like this before, but I have a bit of a neck injury, and it flares up if I push myself at the wrong time in my period. But when you come on your period, great time to exercise up until ovulation, and then ovulation you're supposed to take it a little bit easier again, I believe. And then when you are in the stage just before your period is when you should be taking it really easily, which is what I do. So I'm rambling a bit now about this, but I do get a lot of questions about it, and I don't want to tell anyone what to do, because I just think it's such a personal preference. I do think if you're struggling with your hormones though, which I will get into later, maybe just take it easy and go for the low impact kind of stuff, because for me it works. And yeah, I'm very much a low impact girly. Like, for me, that's what I love. Like, get me in some nature, sunny day like today. Can't wait for my walk today. And just a nice long walk. It's perfect. Okay. Do you ever track or count calories, or what's your relationship or opinion on that? No, I don't track calories at all. Calories, right, don't come for me, right? Okay, because lots of people ask, I literally get this in the comments probably every time I post a video. How many calories is this? Do you count calories? No, I don't, because calories don't matter as much as we think they do. I know we've been led to believe this, but it's not so much about calories in, calories out. If you know, having less calories in than calories out, then you probably will lose weight, but also it's not a sustainable way to lose weight. And I'm not here to tell you to lose weight, put on weight, whatever. I'm here to, you know, eat how I feel is right. And for me, it's just nourishing my body, eating the right foods, mindful eating, trying not to overeat, which I think I actually got asked quite a lot of questions about, so maybe I'll come on to that a bit later. But just nourishing your body and doing your research, educating yourself around food and what foods are good for you, and not eating processed foods. So no, I don't count calories in answer to that, and my relationship with that is quite negative. In the past, I've struggled with my body, as lots of girls do, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't have a good relationship with it, and have found myself in the past getting quite obsessed with it. But now that I know through research and listening to, you know, top scientists, nutritionists out there, podcasts, etc., it's not as important as it is, and our healthcare system leads us to believe that it is the only way that you're going to lose weight, and calories are everything, and let's put calories on the menu at restaurants and blah 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 blah. And don't get me wrong, they do matter to an extent, but I eat a lot of high calorie foods. I eat things like chickpeas and hummus, and avocado's got loads of fat in it, like these things that have been demonized, and we've been told in the past that they're bad. You know, chickpeas, like hummus is apparently one of the highest calorie foods because it's got olive oil. Olive oil, again, I have an olive oil shot every morning with lemon juice, and I love olive oil. It's so good for us. Like, it's so good for us, so good for our digestion. Like, if anything, I think it would make you lose weight. But I could literally go on forever about all of this stuff. Like, I don't want to stop people doing what works for them. At the same time, like, everyone needs to remember that this is a personal preference and something that works for me, and what I found out through my own research and, you know, education around the subject. But the best thing I can say is, yeah, just educate yourself around food and find out what works for you, find out what foods agree with you and what diet agrees with you and what eating times work with you. But if you're struggling with weight and calories and you have a bad relationship with it, then I would recommend to not do it anymore, because I promise you it doesn't matter as much as you think it does. This one here is kind of similar to the one before, so I'll just answer it now. How did you develop a healthy relationship with food and stop calorie counting? So for me, it's kind of the same as what I was just saying. Like, I've really found out what nourishes my body, and like, I can't remember who, I think it was my sister that came up with this slogan that was like, nourish, don't punish. I mean, it might not have been her that came up with it, but she did say that once, and I was like, yeah, that's so right. Like, nourish yourself, like, eat healthy foods that fill you up, like the chickpeas and the olive oil, that are full of calories but also really full of vitamins, minerals, nutrients, things that we need. So yeah, that's how I've kind of got a healthier relationship with food, and I won't go into it too much, but I have struggled with having a healthy relationship with food, and sometimes my relationship with my body and my eating is better than others, and that's just being completely transparent. And I think it's really hard to be completely happy with your body and your weight in this generation of social media and stuff, so you're not alone. And like, I might come across like I'm absolutely fine all the time on Instagram with it, but sometimes I struggle with it too, and our bodies like change a lot. So I think the best advice I can give for this one is just try and focus on nourishing yourself and realise that food isn't the enemy, and it's actually medicine and it can help us in so many ways. So yeah, that's the answer to that one. Do you still model? Yes and no. I think I've spoken about this briefly on here. If not on here, then I have definitely on Instagram. I started modelling when I was about 18, and I was doing it full time up until about a year ago when my Instagram kind of took off and I started doing recipe creating for brands full time, and I'm really lucky to be able to do that now and kind of not turn down modelling but kind of put it on the back foot, because how do I put this? It wasn't really for me because, like I just said, like I've struggled with my image and stuff, and it's not a nice industry to be in if you're not really confident and you don't have really thick skin, and I'm sensitive, and it's just constantly being, you know, everything is about how you look, and there's nothing in it for me that kind of fills my cup. Like I would leave a job and I would kind of just feel worse about myself, and as much as it's been great and it's taught me a lot and I met a lot of great people and it really gave me like a thicker skin in some ways, and like taught me a lot, but no, like I do still do it. I'm still signed with my agencies. I just have kind of said to them that like I do have another job now, and it's not like as full-time as it was, but if a really good job is to come along that I can, you know, make work around this job, then of course I'll do it, because it's a great opportunity and you never know what's going to come from these opportunities. So yeah, I mean I do, but it's not my priority anymore, I guess, because also like I can't really model forever either. Like this is something that, like when I'm doing my recipe creating, I just feel like this is what I was meant to do, and I feel, yeah, I just enjoy it. It fills my cup. I feel like I'm helping people making my recipes and telling me that they're like making them for their families, and that they made like one of my meal prep salads for lunch. Like that gives me so much joy, and like I love making them anyway, but like the fact that they're helping other people eat healthier and just enjoy their food is, it's just everything and more. So yeah. What supplements do I take? Oh my god, this was up there with one of the most asked questions as well. I at one point was taking quite a lot more supplements than I do take now. I think some people don't realise, and like I didn't actually realise this either for a while until recently, that basically you're not supposed to take unless your doctor tells you to, not a doctor, just putting that out there. You're not supposed to be taking supplements forever. Like you don't start taking a supplement and take them forever. They're kind of seasonal, and then when you feel like that part of yourself is kind of healed and you feel like you've got enough nutrients from that, and it's kind of what your body needs at different times. So I was taking at one point vitamin A, vegan omega-3s, but like I said, I've just started taking olive oil shots in the morning, and that's kind of my omega-3s now, so I'd rather get it through natural food. What else was I taking? Turmeric and ginger tablets, which I still take for my skin sometimes, but I'm not taking them at the moment. If you do want to take those, don't take them too close to bed because they make your dreams crazy. Also taking, I can't even remember, vitamin D in the winter, obviously. Everyone in the UK is quite deficient in vitamin D. But I don't need to take that anymore because I've actually got it here. I've spoken about this before on my YouTube, but the probiotic that I take this every morning. It's called Epitome. I've spoken about how obsessed I am with this product on here before. They've changed the game for me. Like I didn't really take probiotics before. I did used to eat things like kimchi, still do actually, I don't know why I said used to. Still eat things like kimchi and sauerkraut, miso, live cultures for that probiotic bacteria that you want in your gut. But these, I take them every morning on an empty stomach with water, and I just can't even tell you how much they have changed the game for my bloating. Like being vegan, eating a lot of fibre, not just fibre is obviously great for us and our digestion, but it can make you quite bloated, and I was struggling with a bit of bloating and digestive issues because fibre is so hard to digest. Like these have changed the game for me. Like bloating, gone. Digestion, so much better. And even like I used to go on planes, and when, I don't know about anyone else, but I would go on a plane and I would just blow up like a balloon, like so bloated, not what you want when you're about to get into a bikini. But when I went to Dubai recently in Sicily, had these before I got on the plane in the morning, and not even bloated at all. And sometimes my bathroom habits would, when I got on holiday, when I go on a plane, digestion just wouldn't be good for a few days after, but just didn't have a problem anymore with that after taking these. So yeah, if anyone's looking for a good probiotic, Epitome, amazing brand. All founded by a nutritionist as well. They've got vitamin D in it, that's what I was saying, because I don't need to take vitamin D anymore, because this has actually got vitamin D and zinc and biotin, which is great for our hair and skin and nails as well, included in this. This is what they look like. I'll show you. Literally just take one of these a day. So easy, travel friendly. Can't recommend them enough. But yeah, that's what I take at the moment. I literally just take them, and I take magnesium glycinate at night, because I do think that's really important as well for sleep, hormones, cortisol, all of that jazz. If you are quite a stressed girly like me, then I recommend magnesium glycinate as well. I haven't got the packet with me, I literally just had these because I just took them this morning, but you can kind of get any good magnesium glycinate, but make sure it's glycinate, because that's the good one for sleep. So yeah, I'm only taking those supplements at the moment, but I feel like that's just what my body needs right now. So yeah. Do you still have skin problems? Yes and no. I think I spoke about this in my last vlog a little bit. Anyone that follows me on Instagram knows that I had a really big skin journey, and I always had, I'll start from the top. This is a Q&A, why didn't I just start from the top? I always had quite good skin growing up, like as a teenager. I know that that's the time when lots of people get acne. I just didn't have that, like very grateful for that, but also didn't really think about my skin in that way. But then when I hit about 20, I just almost overnight, so much acne, hormonal acne that just was like cystic, painful. It literally came out of nowhere, from someone that was like having perfect skin to that. It was pretty crazy. And also I was modelling at the time, so that wasn't great either. Like turning up to work with no makeup on was embarrassing, and it really took like a toll on my life. So if anyone is struggling with that, which I know a lot of my Instagram followers do struggle with, then I'm really sorry, because I know how hard it can be and like how much it can control your life. But yeah, I do still struggle with my skin sometimes. I literally said last vlog I had a bit of a flare up, but I think it's just because I've had a bit of a stressful time at the moment, with the moving and change, and I don't know, yeah, I think stress is a massive thing. So if you are trying to clear your skin, I've got so much advice on it. I can go into it now if you want. I guess this girl is kind of asking for help. It took me a long time to clear mine, probably like year and a half, 2 years, because it took me so much, like there's so much to learn. Like I eat very differently to how I was drinking coffee on an empty stomach, which I don't do now. I drink matcha more than I drink coffee now as well, which has been like game changing for my skin. Matcha's so good for your skin. So yeah, I'd choose matcha over coffee. I wouldn't have either of them on an empty stomach if you can help it. Includes loads of protein into your diet. What else? Just getting outside, getting morning sunlight into your eyes, eating loads of anti-inflammatory foods. Teas have been a godsend for me. Anti-inflammatory teas, spearmint tea, dandelion tea before your period, because it helps detoxify all of the excess hormones out your liver. And sometimes when we're struggling with hormonal acne and hormonal imbalances, because our liver's not working properly and it's not excreting the hormones like it should do, so you need to sometimes do things to help that along, which celery juice is really good for that as well. And when I'm having like a big flare up with my skin, I will also make homemade ginger, lemon, carrot, turmeric shots, which I have a recipe for on my Instagram. And just really trying to like manage your stress, eating really clean, avoid sugar. Yeah, look at the ingredients on the back of your, like, everything you're eating. And to be honest, if you really want to clear your skin, try and not I don't want to scare anyone, and I'm not trying to tell anyone what to do, but try not to get things that have lots of ingredients in, or any ingredients in. Like say an apple doesn't have any ingredients on the back because it's just an apple, it's a whole food, and that's the sort of thing that is going to help you. But also everyone is different, and this is just what helped me. Also a simple skincare routine as well, that was good for me. I have my skincare routine on my current one on my TikTok. I actually posted it a couple of days ago, so if anyone wants to go check that out, that is on there. But yeah, I do still have skin problems sometimes. It's an ongoing journey, but like it's okay right now, and I'm able to heal it a lot quicker than I used to be able to because of what I now know. But my TikTok is full of skincare tips, meals, all that jazz. So if anyone wants to look more on the skincare side of things, then my TikTok is the place to look. It's not just the only place to look, but if you want more advice from me, go and look on my TikTok. But yeah, I do still struggle with my skin, sadly. It's definitely been a lot better, and I can't complain because I know how hard it is when you're like really going through it. So yeah. Okay, let's change it up a little bit. What is your opinion on fake meat? BTW, I love your recipe so much. Thank you. Okay, well, I never really eat the fake meat stuff. If I do, it's like very occasional, just purely because, for a few reasons. First of all, I don't really like the taste of meat anyway, and never really have, and I find the concept kind of weird that like I've cut meat out of my diet. I don't know, it's not really for me. I will occasionally have a Linda McCartney sausage or corn cocktail sausage, you know, with like roasted in the oven with some maple syrup. Amazing, but like it's not something that I eat a lot because they're not good for you, and they're literally full of processed ingredients, and it's not going to be good for my skin from what I was just talking about. It's not going to be good for my gut. Like, it's not very natural, is it? And that's my opinion on it, I guess. Keep it short and sweet, that one. If you're eating them, good for you. Way better than eating animals, in my opinion, because you're doing the right thing morally. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that. But I would always choose like a bean burger, lentil burger over like a Beyond Meat burger. For me, that it just doesn't really do it for me. So yeah. Will you create a cookbook with all of your recipes? I would love to. I would love to do that. I don't know if I'm 100% ready yet, and I haven't been doing this for that long, to be honest. Like just over a year really is when I started kind of doing this full time, and when it kind of really took off for me as a job. So in time to come, I would love to do a cookbook. I'd love to do a few cookbooks, and it's a goal of mine, 100%. So yeah, there's nothing else really to say on that one, but I do get asked this quite a lot, and it's something that's definitely on the cards, maybe next year or something. I don't know. Let's manifest it for me. Yeah, I got a lot of these ones as well. I have lost my period because of eating habits. What should I do? I'm really sorry about that. I have lost my period too before. The best advice I can give you on this is look at your lifestyle. I think you said that it's bad eating habits. Maybe you're probably not eating enough. You're probably not eating enough protein. Probably try and aim to eat around 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal. For me, when I lost mine, it was definitely down to stress and probably under eating as well. It was when I went to Milan for a modelling season, and I was really like struggling mentally with it all, just living there on my own, not speaking the language and stuff. It took a toll on me, and I lost my period for a couple of months. But stress is definitely a big thing. Definitely take some magnesium glycinate, focus on sleep. If you're doing running, if you've lost your period and you're doing like running, high intensity exercise, cut that out completely for like at least a month to see how your body reacts. Like kind of cut out all exercise. This is what I would do. I'm not saying that you should do it, but I would cut out all exercise except for like walking and maybe like stretching for like a month if you've lost your period, because your body is not getting enough nutrients and it's under so much stress that it's not producing the hormones to make a baby, because it feels that your body's not ready to make a baby because it's so stressed. So just focus on your stress, eat loads of protein, nourish your body, eat more healthy foods, nourishing foods, root vegetables, sweet potatoes, grains, protein, yeah, and just like focus on sleep, focus on resting, and just like limit your screen time. That's hard. My screen time was not good this week, don't want to talk about it. That needs to change. But yeah, that is what I would say. Focus on stress and nourish your body and eat protein and stop doing too much exercise if that's what you're doing, because I know that that's a big one. So yeah, hopefully that helps someone out there, because I know how horrible that is when you feel like your body's just like not working properly. Have you seen any change in your body after eating this way? Yeah, I would say so. I would say I'm probably more lean than I was before I was vegan. I'd say I get less bloated. Sometimes I do get more bloated just because when I'm eating too much fibre, but for me, I think dairy was like a big cause of my bloating. Like I now will eat a big bowl of pasta, also these help with the bloating 100%, but I used to eat a big bowl of pasta with dairy in it and would bloat like crazy, but now with no dairy and my probiotic obviously, I just don't bloat at all. Yeah, I think my digestion's definitely been better because I've just upped my fibre, but other than that, my skin and just like I feel healthier overall. I definitely sometimes do feel tired, but I don't know, I felt tired before when I was eating other things, so I don't think that that's down to that. But yeah, I would say that I'm probably a bit more lean and my digestion's better, my bloating's better, and my skin's better. So yeah, I have seen change in my body. Oh, I got this one a lot. How to not overeat. I love my food and I sometimes struggle with this too, but it's something I've actually been like focusing on since the start of this year, because it was a bit of a problem for me. Like I was just giving myself massive portions that I just didn't need and overfilling myself, like especially at dinner time. I'm guilty of this, but I have got a lot better with it actually this year. And I think for me, eating slowly has been like the biggest game changer with it all. Taking like a deep breath before your food and like being grateful for it, not just like sitting down, just getting straight into your food and like not really thinking about what you're doing with your eating. Also like not always just watching TV, and like if you are watching TV, don't get distracted by that. Like still think about what you're doing, put your fork down in between bites, chew your food, eat slowly, and yeah, that's really helped me, because then like especially when you eat slowly, like you feel yourself getting more full and then you don't overeat. You just try and eat intuitively. Why can't I say that? You guys know what I mean. Yeah, it's hard. It is hard. I struggle with it sometimes, but I do think just trying to listen to your body as much as possible. But yeah, I do understand that one's a hard one, but eating slowly has definitely helped me this year, and I do think that I am kind of getting better at it. Do you sometimes eat unhealthy, or do you completely stick to a healthy diet? Yeah, sometimes I eat unhealthy. Like I do definitely try and stay away from ultra processed foods, and I think when you start eating really healthy most of the time, you don't really crave like unhealthy food. Like, I can't remember the last time I had a McDonald's, and I know it's like fine if you love McDonald's, but I used to love McDonald's because I was having McDonald's all the time and like on a regular basis, and I think you crave what you're used to. Like for me, I try and do like the 80-20 rule, and if you don't know what that is, it's like Monday to Friday I'll eat foods that completely nourish my body, whole foods, fruit, like really try and limit sugar. I really rarely have sweet things in the week other than fruit and like yogurt bowls and things. I sometimes do, especially before my period, because sometimes we need them, but I will try and eat like whole food based things like dates and like dark chocolate and stuff like that. Then at the weekend I kind of just eat what I want, but I still do try and keep it healthy, really. Like I do eat unhealthy food though, like on Sunday night I got a pizza and I had some pasta as well, because that's what I wanted. And if I want to have a drink, I'll have a drink, but like if I'm gonna have a pizza, I'd rather get a sourdough one, because obviously it's healthier and it's better for your gut. But yeah, eat what you want Saturday, Sunday, Friday night. If you want a glass of wine and you want a big bowl of pasta, then have it. But it's all about the balance for me, and I think, like I said, once you get yourself into a routine of nourishing food that you love, know that it's serving your body well. Like I like to wake up and feel good the next day rather than feeling like puffy and a bit like full still and stuff. But yeah, I definitely don't eat completely healthy all the time, and I'm not here to tell you to do that at all. I think just food is about enjoyment, and I think that's what I try and do with my recipes on Instagram too, is just enjoy my food and make healthy food enjoyable, because it can be so enjoyable. I mean, for me, like I literally said on my last vlog, I love just like a big nourished bowl with like sweet potato and loads of veg and stuff, because it tastes great to me now. Like that's what I enjoy, but it's all about the balance. But anyway, I think I'm going to end this Q&A here. I've actually really enjoyed it. It's kind of felt a bit therapeutic, just kind of answering these questions like really honestly about my life. So if you watched this video and you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, because it goes a long way, and this is obviously a new channel for me, so it means a lot. And I'll be back soon with a new video. I am doing something fun with my sister on Friday, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to vlog that, so stay tuned. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye guys.